Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today is Saturday, June the 11th, and it's so good to be back on YouTube again. It's been a few days since I had the time to make a video, but I have time this morning and we're going to get caught up. First, I want to let y'all know that our prayers have been answered, and I will read you the comment that I received from Patricia Flood. She says, I want to thank you, Glenda, and all your subs who prayed for my granddaughter and her unborn baby. She was on bed rest for a month because she had preeclampsia and was in danger of having a stroke. Well, I have very good news. On Tuesday morning at 10:15, she gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. Isn't this wonderful? Mother and baby are doing just fine and were able to come home from the hospital today. And Patricia wrote that comment yesterday. So thank you for letting us know that your granddaughter and your grandson are doing well, and thank you so much. It was our pleasure to pray for your family. So I want to thank all of our prayer warriors out there who prayed for Patricia and her sweet granddaughter and the baby. Everybody's doing well, and that's wonderful news. So we can rejoice in that. I've just been busy these last few days babysitting and spending time with my grandkids, and I just wanted to tell you a little story about Ife. So she goes to the bathroom now by herself, but I usually go in and check on her and make sure everything is okay. So she went to use the bathroom the other day, and I could smell the Febreze that Jill keeps in the bathroom for the room deodorizer, but it was a lot of Febreze. So when Ife came out, I said, "Oh, did you use a lot of Mommy's Febreze?" And she said, "I cleaned the toilet with the bathroom broom." So I guess she thinks that the toilet brush is a bathroom broom. That was so cute. So I went in there to see what she had done. I figured there'd be water everywhere, and sure enough there was. She had taken the Febreze and sprayed it all on the toilet seat and had used that for the cleaner. So I had to tell Jill, if you think that your Febreze doesn't last as long as it's supposed to, it's because Ife used it with the toilet broom and cleaned the toilet. It's just so funny what kids nowadays come up with. So I think I had mentioned in one of my videos that I had started on a diet. Well, what I did, it's not really a diet per se as far as keto or anything like that. I just cut out sugar and carbs and, starchy things, and I haven't had any blizzards in over a month, and so I was just going over my little tally that I keep. So on May the 23rd, I weighed myself and I was at 207. You can see that. That's ridiculous. I have been up to 210 before, but I don't think I've ever gone over 210. So that was, I just stopped eating. I still drank my milk in the mornings, and I still had my eggs and bacon and vegetables. Usually I make a mushroom and pepper omelet with some onions in it. I had always eaten it with a couple of pieces of toast with butter on it and jelly, and just stacking more carbs on top of other ones. So I cut out the bread. I haven't even bought a loaf of bread in over a month. So I did that, and I lost down. I lost 6 pounds right away. I got down to 201. Isn't that wonderful? But then on June the 4th, I had crept back up to 203, but still doing the same thing. I haven't increased my walking or anything. I get real out of breath, but from having to carry around 200 pounds, so it's very difficult for me to walk. And one of my subscribers was telling me that she and her husband are walking 5 miles a day now, and that she started out just walking a few feet at a time, and then finally increase it to half a mile and then a mile. I'm trying to push myself a little bit more to walk a little bit further. But if I can make it to the garden plot and back without getting winded, that's quite an accomplishment for me. So then on June the 7th, I was down to 201. Let's see, it's right there. So I got this bright idea to take a few Lasix. The Lasix that I have, I don't get them prescribed on a regular basis. I had just asked my doctor for them because, sometimes I just feel like I'm bloated and I just need to get some of the water that's retained in my body out. And of course, I was up all night peeing. It's just shocking how much water a human body can hold. So, let's see, I think that was I had gotten down to 198.2, and that was on June the 9th. And then that night is when I took the Lasix, and I lost 2 pounds overnight. So I was down to 196. So I've still just been, staying on the low carbs because, I did the keto back in, let's see, I guess it was October 4th, 2020. And I weighed 209 then, and I had gotten down to, I lost almost 30 pounds, but I was doing strict keto, but I just couldn't maintain it. It's just unsustainable for me. And of course, as soon as I stopped doing the keto, I gained all the weight back. So I've been debating, do I want to do keto again? Because I'm not able to go to the gym and do aerobics. I mean, I just can't do it at 70 years old. Of course, I could walk on a treadmill, I reckon, or ride one of those elliptical things. In fact, Jill has those in her home gym. So I'm not really capable of, burning, doing aerobics and burning the fat. So in order to burn the fat without doing that, then you have to get your body into a state of ketosis. So I decided to go on the keto diet, and I started it just a couple of days ago. But I'm back up to 203. Yesterday, all I had to eat was a very small omelet. I made it with 1 egg and just a few little slices of green pepper and a mushroom. I put a little bit of onion in it. That was it. That's what I ate for breakfast. I didn't eat any lunch. I went to McDonald's and got me a big, tall glass of unsweet iced tea with a wedge of lemon in it and Splenda. And that's what I sipped on all day. And then for dinner last night, I had planned on cooking a chicken thigh, but I was tired and just ran out of time and didn't feel like cooking it. So I just opened up a can of Vienna sausage and took a couple of slices of cheese, and that's what I had for my dinner. So Jill was fussing at me this morning, and she said, well, that's why you gained the weight back, Mom. It's just the sodium in the Vienna sausages. So maybe it is just more water weight. I hope that's it and that it's not any fat. I can't really tell that my jeans are any bigger, but they're not. I don't have to unsnap them when I'm sitting around the house. I can at least keep them snapped, so that's a good sign. So I just hope all of you are staying well and healthy. I do have one other prayer request, and that is for our subscriber and my very good friend, Lynn. She lives out in Las Vegas, and she has been paying $550 a month rent for a few years in her apartment that she rents there in Las Vegas, and she got a notification the other day that her rent is going up to $1,010 a month, and she just can't afford it. When most of us who live on Social Security only and get a little bit of help from food stamps and maybe a little utility assistance, it's just unattainable to be able to pay $1,000 and over $1,000 a month for rent. So y'all just pray for Lynn. She's going to have to be looking for another place to live. I don't think that it's a possibility for her to move in with any family members. So y'all just remember to keep Lynn in your prayers, and she would appreciate it, and so will I. So I think that's going to be about it today. I just want all of my subscribers in the western part of the U.S. to know that I'm praying for y'all with this heat wave that's going to hit you today. And it's not going to just be today. It's going to be for a long stretch of days, and it's going to be very bad. I understand that, and let's just pray for all of our subscribers and our friends out in the West. And I believe it's starting in Texas and all the way through to California. And we have to pray that there won't be any wildfires. That is something that we do not need. So that's going to be my little video for today. I hope that you will give me a thumbs up and share if you know of anybody that you think would enjoy watching my content. I would appreciate it. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you join our YouTube family. And you just keep on coming back. Bye, guys.